So we're often asked by clients, why should I track offline conversions? What's the importance of it? Why should I go to all that extra effort? Well, perhaps I'll explain it like this. If you're running an ads campaign, a Google Ads campaign or anything, and you don't track any conversions, you're just throwing people blindly at your website, and something good might happen, but you can't necessarily make it happen. It's just blind luck. If you set up conversion tracking, you're telling Google, these are the actions I would like people to take on my website. Perhaps that's filling out a contact form, perhaps that's making a phone call, whatever it might be. And those people are then becoming inquiries, or they're becoming sales. You tell Google that, and then Google has a point of focus. It's kind of like, well, actually, I can focus on driving these conversions. And that's useful. So you end up with a bunch of conversions, a bunch of inquiries. However, it's a binary thing at this stage. It's better to have inquiries than no inquiries. But what you'd really like is better quality inquiries, or inquiries that turn into business. And more importantly, inquiries that turn into really valuable business. You want to filter out the signal from the noise. You want to be able to find the needles in the haystack, because Google will send you a haystack if you're not careful. It won't necessarily focus on good quality inquiries, because at the stage where you say, send me inquiries or focus on these conversions, you're just giving it a binary choice. Is there an inquiry, in which case, well done, Google, pat on the head, or is there not an inquiry, in which case, go away and try and find me one? The quality of those inquiries, the likeliness that they would lead to business, or the likelihood of them leading to good quality business, is not something that Google has any information on. And so putting in offline conversions then enables you to feed back more data to Google. So perhaps offline, once that inquiry has come in, maybe people are given a phone call. And as a result of that phone call, some people are qualified and some people aren't. Perhaps after that phone call, they have a meeting. And some people attend that meeting, some people don't. Perhaps after that meeting, they're sent a proposal, and some people respond to that proposal, or some people don't. And then at the end of the process, maybe some people become customers. In fact, some people become very valuable customers. And at each of these stages, you can feed back more data. You can set up an offline conversion for each of these steps in the process, and you can tell Google more about the customers that made it. You need to capture a little bit of data, but it's rather easily done. And if you've got a critical mass of people at each stage, you can then get Google to focus on the signal rather than the noise. So you generally need about 30 conversions in a month's period in order to be able to optimize for a little bit further down the process. You also only have generally a 90-day window after the initial inquiry to feed back those offline conversions. But by doing that, you can say to Google, look, forget throwing people at me, forget creating me busy work, forget creating inquiries of people who might be poor quality, perhaps they've got more problems, perhaps they're inquiring with me because it's the easiest thing to do. And again, that conversion tracking, that binary aspect, it just optimizes for, has somebody filled out that form, or has somebody called me? They could be rubbish, they could be wasting your time. It doesn't really matter to Google. What it's rewarded on is just that conversion. Offline conversion tracking then enables you to sort out the needles from the haystack, sort out the signal from the noise, and say, instead of just sending me inquiries, send me inquiries that are more likely to pick up the phone, or send me inquiries that are more likely to have a meeting, or set up inquiries that are more likely to accept my proposal, or more importantly, at the end of this process, set up inquiries that are more likely to turn into business. Each of those elements you can feed back into Google, and you can optimize as you get a critical mass further and further down the funnel, and you can see as you do this the quality of the inquiries you're getting improving, as you're giving Google a bit more data as to what is a good inquiry and what is a bad inquiry. So that, in short, is why to set up offline conversion tracking.